In about 45 seconds, and some of the stuff I just found out, it's crazy. It's going to blow your mind. Number one, the New Testament was written 300 years after Jesus died. How are we trusting a book that was written 300 years after Jesus preached the message? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Number two, there are 400,000 textual variations of the Bible, the New Testament. That means there's 400,000 different variations. Which one's God? Which one's not? Which one do we trust? Number three, none of the authors, and I mean none of the authors of the New Testament met Jesus. Like, without even getting to the next points, we're on three. How are we trusting this book to be the Word of God when it's written by people 300 years later from people who did not meet him? What? And number four, we know history tells us that the church changed the Bible. Like, it's a fact. No Christian can argue against the fact that history confirms the Bible's been altered. How can we trust that it's true if we know it's been altered? So much hate. Oh my gosh. And number five, the Trinity, which is the most important part in the Christian religion, guess what? Never ever mentioned in the New Testament. How is the most important part of your religion never mentioned in your religious book? I'm sorry, but look at all of us objectively. Number six, you cannot prove me wrong.
Let's start with his first claim. He said the New Testament was written 300 years after the crucifixion of Jesus. That would be the 4th century. This is incorrect. We have many manuscripts dating to the 2nd and 3rd centuries, possibly the 1st century, like P64. We have plenty of manuscripts before the 4th century, like the ones shown in the screen. This is just an example. We have many other manuscripts before the 4th century. Second argument, he said that there are 400,000 textual variants. And guess what? Most of the time, it is only grammar differences that affect no doctrine. As Bart Ehrman says in his book, Misquoting Jesus, page 252, he says the following essential Christian beliefs are not affected by textual variants in the manuscript tradition of the New Testament. Argument number 3, he said. None of the authors of the New Testament met. Jesus then goes on to say, it was written 300 years after Jesus, which I have debunked. Scholars date the New Testament to the mid and late 1st century. The earliest gospel would have only been written around 7 to 15 years after Jesus. Argument number 4, he said the church changed the Bible. And there is no evidence of such a thing. The church only canonized the books of the Bible. For his 5th argument, he said, the Trinity is nowhere in the New Testament, which is false. The doctrine of the Trinity is taught through the New Testament. His 6th claim is that I can't debunk this. Well, I just did.